Let's go, Leicester fans. Good news from the pitch. Before we get to the reports, if you're a Leicester City fan and want to stay up to date with all the news, transfers, and analysis that touches the hearts of our fans, subscribe to the channel right now. And to those of you who are already part of our community, huge thank you. Your presence here is what motivates us. Always bring the best. Now let's continue. Our international players are back in one piece and ready for the next battle. There are no new injury concerns, which is a relief for Steve Cooper ahead of the clash against Crystal Palace. Last week, City had no less than a dozen players representing their countries. And all, except Bobby de Cordova-Reid, are already back in Seagrave. The Jamaican won't be back until Friday. That's not going to keep the fans up at night. Some players are still recovering from the demands of midweek games, which is perfectly normal. The good news? No new injuries. In other words, only 3 names remain out of the squad for the match at Selhurst Park. Patson Daka and Jakub Stolarczyk, who are recovering from ankle surgery, and Odsonne Edouard, who will not be able to play against his parent club. Steve Cooper was very clear at the press conference. No new injuries, the players are back from international duty, and we are ready. Of course, there are some people who are still feeling the fatigue from the matches, especially those who played on Tuesday and had long trips. This is the case with Bobby, who should only arrive tomorrow. But as Cooper himself said, this is normal. All clubs go through this, and Leicester is no different. Now regarding Daka, Cooper gave an update that should calm some of the anxiety. He is on the right track, off the crutches, and has even swapped his boots for sneakers on both feet. Little by little, he's getting back into the swing of things, but he still needs a little time to be 100%. With many players out on international duty, Cooper had half the squad to work on during the break. It was the perfect opportunity to focus on individual training. Who benefited from this? Our top scorer, Jamie Vardy. He had a little time to work on his fitness. Cooper said that before the last match, Vardy had only trained once. But he still played the full 90 minutes and almost won a penalty at the end of the game. Proves that he was not out of breath. Now, with 2 weeks of intense preparation, the expectation is that he will be even sharper for the next challenge. Another standout is Facundo Buonanotte, who came from a lighter preseason, and therefore the club has focused on strengthening him. Cooper and the team are looking after him with great care, as despite his youth, he still needs to gain strength in some areas of his body. In short, my friend, Leicester are adjusting well and expectations for the next game are high. Vardy and Buonanotte ready, the internationals back, and no unexpected injuries. What's